Hello, hello. Happy holidays to wherever you are, and I hope that you are safe and warm and healthy wherever you are. I am Jules. Thank you for coming back to another weekly update, the second to last weekly update of 2021. Thank goodness, right? 2020 was bad. 2021 was better, but not great, so we're getting there, guys. We're getting there. So was it last week or the week before that I talked about how I was going to just stitch what I wanted to and relax and just enjoy myself? And yeah, life takes a turn. So we'll talk about this first. Monday, I got a call from the folks that run the amazing Nashville Needlework Market, the big show that happens every March in Nashville, and asked me if I wanted to be a part of it this coming year. They had a spot pop open and wanted to see if I'd be interested. And I just told you guys how I deliberately not signed up for it because, okay, dogs are barking. Hold on. Okay, good. Sorry, Topher's barking. He's annoying, so we gotta not let him bark. I had just talked about how I wanted to just kind of take it easy, not put too much on myself, really focus on stress reduction, all the good New Year's resolutions, and then I get sucked right back in. So, I said yes. Of course I said yes. I'm like, it's a great opportunity, and although it still feels like it's maybe a year early for my store, for my business to be there, I figure, why not? It'll be a great learning experience. It'll be awesome to meet a bunch of people and to see what everybody's doing, and it'll be interesting. But like I said, something, it's like when you're like, you know what, I'm going to do this instead. And I'm going to go this route. And then life goes, no, you're not. No, you're not. You were on the track before. Now let's get you back on the track. So anyway, so I'll be there first week of March. It'll be very interesting. So for those of you guys who don't know, Nashville Needlework Market is the annual sort of big, it's all about needlework, so embroidery, cross stitch, things like that. And basically, they pull everybody together. They pull a bunch of exhibitors together. I would be an exhibitor, and then they invite all the store owners or store representatives from not just the United States, but all across the world if they want to show and see what's new in the realm of needlework, especially here in this country. And so it's a really cool thing. There's a lot of really neat videos out there that talk about that people do, like when they go to the show. It's not open to the public. It's a private trade show, so just exhibitors and store reps can go to it. So it'll be very interesting to see sort of what comes of it. I hope I just learn a lot. I would really love to come out of it just going, this is what I've been doing. I need to do these things. I'm doing this right, but I need to do this better. It's just going to be like an educational experience, really. And so, but for that reason, I am now going to be switching back to working on more of my stuff than I was before. I know that I just brought in Rainy Waterloo Place and Old World Map 2, and I haven't made good progress on those this week until Monday. But I'm going to put those back again, sadly, on the back burner and focus on my other stuff. Maybe when I'm tired of working on my stuff, I'll actually work on those things, and that'll be great. But yeah, so I'm going to show you. I'm taking off my shoes right now. Sorry, I just got home from work. I'm going to show you what I've been working on. Let's show you the pieces that I've been working on the longest that are, where'd it go? That I'm going to have to put aside for a little bit. I'll still find time to stitch on them, but I just won't be getting as much progress done on them as I thought I would. Now, once March comes and goes, I'll definitely swing back to these old projects and work on those still too. Actually, probably by mid-February, I'll probably swing back to kind of working on these again. It'll only be about a 6-7 week break where I'm not going to be working on these very much because I only have so much time to get stuff stitched and done. We'll talk about that in a second here. So, rainy watering place. What? So this is this. Okay, I'm trying to remember what I worked on this week. The dark stuff in the center, obviously I worked on. It's mostly this stuff right here. So I worked on this. I filled in even more stuff all throughout here. So I've just been kind of filling in the blanks, so to speak. But I got a lot of that middle part done. It's coming together. Less than 19,000 stitches or so. So, looking good, looking good. This is from Cross Stitch Collectibles. 14 count. Yeah. I like it a lot. It is going to be amazing when it goes up here. It's going to look like New York City street scene, whatnot. So then I actually got quite a lot done on Old World Map 2 this week. In fact, like I've definitely crossed over halfway of this one page. So check this out. Look how much I got done. So it was like from here to about here is the page. And so if you can tell, I got a lot done on it. And then I went back and I filled in a bunch. Well, there's some floss right there. I filled in some back stitching, not back stitching, but went back and filled in some more stuff throughout here. I've got most of that done. But yeah, made some good progress there. I was super happy about it. I was like, woohoo, I'm gonna be man. And then, you know, I get the call on Monday and I'm like, okay, guess we're changing our story. So, I mean, I'm excited about this and I'm happy about this. I just wish I had more time in the day to stitch. And I definitely need to increase my focus when it comes to stitching. I have a tendency to kind of like stitch and then look up at the TV and like stitch. And, you know, it's focus is my issue. Really, time is not my issue. Focus is my issue. So, but anyway, but we're still going to be working on it. We're just not going to be working on it as much as we were. And by we, I mean I and all my other little voices in my head. So I still need to get certain colors for this. There's only about maybe 15 colors I think that I'm lacking at this point to finish these pages. But we'll still make progress on it. I'll just have to like, you know, set a timer on it as far as only do a little bit and then you got to do this other stuff. So, but it also depends on just how quickly I get some other things done because in terms of what I can take to highlight as part of my catalog, so to speak, is I've got these two, the torn dress and then my Twin Towers memorial. And I have Eiffel Tower that needs to be framed. Now, I also had raising the flag. That was one of my own pieces that I put together. But if you guys have been following along, I actually changed the pattern on that. I went from a large stitching, which was like, I think it was like 19,000 stitches on that. And it was so big. Now, what I did is that I just condensed it down a little bit more, preserved the overall look at the piece, but just focused on just kind of bringing it down. So making it a quicker stitch, making it just a crisp stitch, maybe a crispy stitch. So I actually started that over again because once I did the new pattern, I wanted to see what it looks like on the smaller fabric and the less number of stitches. So this is the beginning of raising the flag. So this is I just did this like in one day the other day. So it was about 500 stitches. It's 7,500 stitches or so is the total amount. So yeah, if I were to do 500 a day, it would take me like 2 weeks maybe to do it. So we'll see. We'll see how fast I can do it, but I want to get this one done. So raising the flag. The big push is going to be getting done Empire State Workers. So I had to pull that baby out and start stitching away on that one this week. So, or yesterday, the day before. So I've gotten this far, and I worked primarily on this very dense area down here. So that was the focus. Now I was having some issues with counting, but that was more so like over in this area underneath their feet. But I am gonna try and focus and push this one really hard to get this one done, honestly, in the next month. That's a lot of stitching. And I think I am at about, I think I'm actually almost halfway done with this piece. I'm trying to remember exactly how many I have to do, how many stitches. I don't remember quite how many stitches I have to go. Excuse me. But if I can average like maybe 800 to 1,000 a day, I think it takes me like about 3 weeks to get this done, if I can do that. Now that's probably pushing it a bit, but if I got it done in a month, that still gives me plenty of time to get it framed. I'm giving myself a 2-week cushion for that. So the goal would be to frame this one, to frame Empire State Workers, and take these two, and then Eiffel Tower. And I'm only going to have probably like 5, maybe 6, if I can get something sent back to me before I need it for the thing. I think I can get, you know, enough that I can showcase what my patterns are. And yeah, so we'll see. I'm going to, you know, I got to think about outside the box in terms of like everything I'm going to bring and how much I'm going to show. And like I said, it's one of those things where it's, you know, it's, my stitching is not for everyone. I mean, it's larger projects, more in-depth projects than what some people do. Some of those samplers, though, are ridiculous. So they're, to me, they're far more intricate than anything that I do. So I love this one. I love the Raising the Flags. I love it. I love all of them. So, but anyway, but that's kind of going to be what I do for about 6 weeks or so. Now, the other thing, there's one, maybe 2 more that I would like to do, because I'm focusing more on the black and white. Now I've got the raising the flag, sun worship. So I've got this one. Actually, I did work on this one as well this week. Mostly just filling in this area. Now I'll continue to stitch on this some more. And probably what I'll do is I'll be just displaying certain pieces as unfinished, works in progress. So people can kind of see how they're getting stitched out. So I want to show that one. Now, cowboy, this is the cowboy. He's barely gotten started. I would love to have him at least like the cowboy hat down to, do I have that available? Do I have that handy? I don't think I have it handy. I dropped the spoon. I don't have it handy with me, but it's the cowboy on my store that's kind of like, it looks like the Marlboro Man. And it's all in just black. I want to get that one, down like maybe past his face and his shoulders, if I could get that far. Again, showing it as a work in progress. So we'll see. We'll see how far we get. But that's that. That's the news of the day. That was a big surprise and certainly a change in plans. But Hubs is going to come with me and help me with everything. We're already kind of looking into how to set things up and what we want and how we want to display it. So it was a big change. It was a big turn of events, really is. So my next 6 weeks or so are going to be spent stitching like a maniac. So bear with me if you're looking for the older pieces done by other people. I am going to still be stitching on those. I'm still very excited about that, but I'm back to stitching on my own stuff. So I will hopefully I will be making some big progress every week, so you guys will really see how it's coming together. And if you want to see more of the patterns that I do, they're on there's a link down below. I have a store on Etsy, and so yeah, I was gonna relax, just have a nice weekend. Oh man, so but yeah, so we're gonna go see the Matrix movie on Friday on Christmas Eve, and we just saw Spider-Man. Highly recommended. I'm not a big Spider-Man fan, but I love that movie. That was great. And other than that, somebody sent some snow to us. We have barely had any snow this year, and it's insane. So y'all stay, and we still have the next week, end of year, like the big, like how everything is going. I still plan on doing that. I don't think it's going to be as long as some of the other ones have been, but I'm going to have to work on that this weekend. So yeah, so that'll be fun. But yeah, so we're going to have to get that done. So I've got the next 4 days off, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, but I'm on call to some extent, and we have plans on Friday and we have plans on Saturday. So yeah. Next week will be my true 4-day weekend with the New Year's holidays. So anyway, I'm mumbling and bumbling and stumbling and rumbling, and I'm gonna start stitching. So I'll see you guys soon. I hope you're doing well. Happy stitching. Keep on one stitch at a time. Stitch what you love what you stitch. And I will let you guys know how the progress goes. So I'll see y'all soon.